Hey Virgo, welcome to Wild Pearl Tarot. Welcome to the Treehouse. Today we're going to be asking the cards, what does Virgo need to know? What can they anticipate? What can they get excited about for the month of September 2023? All the cards have been pre-shuffled with you in mind, and I want to invite you, if you'd like for me to pray for you, send you my good energy, say hi in the comment section so that I've got something that's legitimately representing your energy I can focus on. It's part of my spiritual practice. I love doing it for you guys. It makes me happy. And I always encourage you guys to do that for each other. It's kind of that superhero power that we all do have and we forget about. And I also want to say thank you. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for your comments. And I appreciate you. So let's get into it. What does Virgo need to know for September 2023? Please make it clear, Spirit. What does Virgo need to know? We only take the cards that flip out on their own, and if they fly out in reverse, we read them that way. Anybody who's new to my channel, welcome. Thanks so much for stopping by. There's so many wonderful tarot readers on YouTube, my gosh. And I really appreciate your time. I want to make the most of it. We have out the Four of Swords. There's a sense of recovery here, almost needing rest. Some of you guys have been through something kind of difficult. And what's interesting is you have two completely opposite energies. So you go from a place of just recovery, basically. It's been difficult to focus at times. You almost feel like you've had the experience of, like, even when you've had moments of rest, not feeling rested enough. And now we have something completely different. We have Page of Cups, which is this fun, playful. If this is romantic, we're going to find out in a second. So we need to unpack these. But there's a playfulness to this. So if it's in relationship, it's going to be new infatuation, new love, and new spark and flirtation. Okay. If it's in work, it's going to be like a new glimmer of excitement around a creative project or passion. So you get the idea. We've got something basically coming right in to just add huge spark to your life. So if you've been feeling like a little drained, or you're just kind of recovering for whatever reasons, for whatever you're going through, know that you've got something really special around the corner. The Page of Cups is the miracle energy card of the deck. We have Judgment. So this reading right now is it's not subtle. This is really beautiful. Judgment is huge. Something's coming along to really shake you up in a good way. It's waking you up. So if you've, that cloudy, it's almost like the picture was out of focus just ever so slightly for quite a while. Have you ever had that where you're looking through a lens and you can't get it to focus? And it's so frustrating because you can see the image, the picture's well composed, you've got it right there, but it's just not focusing. That's what life was doing for a little while. Now you are waking up. Things are going to be coming into sharp focus. We have another card out here, and it is Knight of Wands. This is another kind of energy. This is fast moving. This is passionate. This is somebody coming in to the picture who might be a fire sign or might have fire in their chart. That's Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. But it's somebody who wants to take bold action, somebody who's confident, somebody who's very attractive, somebody who might be very attracted to you. Now, I do not want to commit this reading only to a love reading just yet. We don't have enough cards out. If we get the Lovers and the Two of Cups and all that stuff, I'm not going to be able to deny it. But right now we've got somebody who's confidently coming towards you, Virgo, somebody who's going to rattle you awake and bring that lens sharp into focus. And you're leaving this undefined, cloudy, tired recovery period in your life, okay? Let's get some more cards out here. I want to know about this Page of Cups, Strength card. What did I talk to you about with that energy? You guys are going to have all that energy poured, something to focus on, something to pour that energy on. onto. And also you're going to be reminded of this rainbow of skills and strengths. You're going to be getting a huge boost in your confidence. Judgment card, tell me more about that for my Virgos. I'm so excited for you guys. This feels so good. It's making me talk high. King of Swords with Eight of Pentacles. Interesting. I want to know who this King of Swords is. Focus. That's the word that I keep on coming up with. Okay, so I think you're working through, so any kind of grieving, loss, a sense of loss with another individual or individuals. There could be two individuals here. Could be a water sign and an air sign. Doesn't have to be, but you are inspired to hunker down and do the work to get through something. It's like you're going to know all the steps are going to become very obvious to you, what you need to do to move forward and make progress with these individuals that at one point there was a lot of heartache around. Six of Cups. This is about nostalgia, the past, people coming out of the past. This is about making new memories, leaving old memories. What about the Six of Cups? Please make it clear. Yeah, leaving hard memories, making new ones. Here's your energy, Virgo. Queen of Pentacles. You're getting through it. The Three of Swords. You're going to know exactly what you need to do. It's just that simple. The way is being made clear. And once you know that, it'll be really easy to step out from some past despair and sadness. I want a new deck. I want this one. And I want to talk about this Knight of Wands, because this is somebody coming towards you that is quite passionate. And I want to know what they have to offer. Who's this Knight of Wands? Let's make sure that we're upright. Who's this Knight of Wands for our Virgos? We got another Virgo card out with Hermit. Who's this Knight of Wands? Wow. Just give me one moment, you guys. Okay, so there is this individual who's actually been through their own stuff. We do have the Hermit coming out here, and the Hermit is represented by Virgo energy. I don't think it's representing you directly. I think it's representing something a space that you guys can both relate on. And that space is the act of going inward, shielding one from the outside world in order to listen past the cacophony of distractions and voices and pressures, to understand and listen to what they want. So they relate to you on that, because they're coming out of their own thing. Something where what they're coming out of was frustrating because they put a lot of work into it and it wasn't going anywhere. And there wasn't an equal collaboration. There wasn't a fair collaboration with whatever they were working with and whoever they were working with. They know what it is to throw yourself into something and to get very little reward, okay? So that's actually coming to an end for them. We have, and they might not realize how soon it is around the corner. They're still kind of in a slightly, it's funny because I think that it's going to be such a relief for it to come to an end for them. Because we have this Ten of Wands. It's going to be the release of this burden. They also have been in it long enough that they're kind of stressed out about what's next. And what's next is the Sun, something really special. So I feel for this person because I think that they see something with you that they want. And they're also shedding a skin. And Virgos, you know what it's like to shed a skin. And that's why the first card that flew out is the Hermit, because you can come together and relate on this one place, is when you're shedding that skin, when you're transforming and you're leaving an old place, even if that old place sucked, even if that old place sucked, it's something you grew familiar with. You grew familiar with that sadness or that despair, even if it was hurting you. And now it's time for something new. It's time for the sun to shine, right? You don't need this little lantern any longer. That is like this little miniature sun, and it's all you had for a while. And it's all this person had for a while. And they grew accustomed to that dim light. Their eyes adjusted, and they could see just enough to take that next step, One could say it's much like the lens being unclear, not being able to become totally into focus, right? We've got some metaphors that run parallel here. Well, now it's time for the sun. We don't need that little lantern. Whew, it's big. All sorts of possibilities. So this is how you guys relate. And I think they see that in you, and they're holding on to it. They don't know exactly where they're going with it, but they just know that it's the light. So I'm going to stop there.